All right. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Man, am I running late today. I'm sorry about that, guys and gals. And I left my light in the other room. I said, if I go get my light, then I'll find something else I got to do. I don't know about you, but when I have stuff programmed and like on the calendar and on the list of things to do, and something messes up that order, that sequence, it just seems to snowball throughout the day for me. So it's like I came in here and I was late getting in here and I wanted to get started on this and I had a text from a tenant. We got this was going on, and then I had something else happening and that was going on. And so then I sat down, I was doing some stuff and I was preparing for my morning to get started. And I was like, oh man, I forgot to do my live stream. So every day, if I don't get this thing out right away, first thing, then it messes up my whole sequence. And now it's 10:30 and I'm just getting it out. So who knows? Oh, we may get a different audience at this time. And like I said, forgot my light. So bear with the bad lighting. So today's episode of TG's morning stream, trust your gut. I've talked about this in the past in several different ways, but that whatever you want to call it, whether you want to call it intuition or God talking to you, or that voice inside your head, or your conscience, or whatever it is you want to call it, it's there for a reason. And one of the companies that I started, the Guardian 21, the security company that I started, we have a lot of information about that, because that's something that has been programmed out of us, to trust that feeling that we have. It's a primal kind of a feeling, kind of an instinct that we have. Trusting that gut feeling, and it's been programmed out of us for so long, for so many years, decades, hundreds of years. It's been kind of programmed out of us, that feeling that something's not quite right, that feeling that maybe I'm walking into a bad situation, or maybe this deal isn't what it's cut out to be, or maybe this person isn't who they say they are. And your gut will tell you that a lot of times, especially if you have a gut like mine. I got a lot of information in there. So, it's interesting that we've spent a lifetime almost trying to dull that voice, that inner voice, trying to quiet it, trying to silence it. And it's really so vital. It has been so vital to our survival as a species. But now in this day and age, and the information age that we're in now, it's so vital for success in business and everyday life. Just to listen to your gut, to understand that feeling, that thought, that prompting that you're getting is for a reason. You're getting it for a reason, and you need to pay attention to it in most cases. I probably many times in your own life, you've had situations where you've thought something, man, I should really do this, or I should take this route, or go in that direction. And for whatever reason, you fought it. And it turned out to be the wrong decision to fight it. You should have followed that instinct. It's like when we were in school, growing up in school, and you had a multiple choice test. And you glanced through the answers and you thought, oh, it's A, it's always A, and or the answer is A, and then you overthink the question and you end up writing something else, and come to find out your first instinct was correct. It was A. The answer was A. So just a little thing like that. It's one of those life-altering truths that I refer to them in my book as life-altering moments, but. There's just these little gut moments that you get in life, going through life, where you feel, I wonder if I should be doing that, or I wonder if I should go there, or this doesn't feel quite right, or there's something wrong with this situation, or this person, or this event that I'm supposed to go to doesn't feel like it's a place that I should be right now, or whatever the case may be. And there's a ton of reasons to listen to that voice, to act on it, and to cultivate it. It was for me, it's a relationship with God, and I have it's what kind of drew me away from my church originally and put me into the trucking business for a while. Just being able to being tuned in and being able to listen and hear that inner voice and realize that, you know, I don't understand why now, but there is a reason for that. There is a reason for this move, for this change, for this this different direction that I want to go in. And I oftentimes say it's because, you know, because for me, it's God, and he's up here looking down, and he can see the whole picture. And I'm just a little rat down here in the weeds, trying to work my way through the weeds, figure out what the heck is going on. And I can't see the eagle swooping down. You know, I can't see the river that's ahead, or the snake in the grass that's moving in my direction. You know, I can't see that from the ground, but he can see it from above, and it's got a better picture of it. And if you learn how to listen to that voice, how to hear that voice, how to cultivate that relationship, you know, whether it's whether you think it's God, whether you think it's intuition, your conscience, you know, your invisible friend Fred who hangs out with you, whatever the case may be, you know, it's there for a reason. And it serves you, and if you're able to tune into it and to realize it and to recognize it for what it is, it was put into us on a genetic level, on a basic level, and it's there for a reason. So when you get that gut feeling, like you know, I ought to do this, I ought to go out and get that CDL and drive that bus, Jeremy. I ought to minister to these people. I ought to reach out to those folks. I ought to you know, witness to this person. I ought to you know, start this business. I ought to change careers. I ought to go here, do that. You know, there's a reason that you get those feelings, and you know, you have to be careful with it sometimes, but because you don't want to go all haywire like I do on occasion and just go in 100 different directions with my my ADD riddled brain. But it's there for a reason, and it was given to us for a reason. It's a gift if we learn how to use it properly and learn how to read it properly. Then you know, it can benefit you greatly, and it will benefit you greatly. But you have to learn how to listen to that voice inside, learn how to do that. So for today, Tuesday, day after Memorial Day, summer's officially started. Pools are open. Everything's a good go. Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend, and you were able to take some time and pause and remember what the day is really about. Remembrance of those who we've lost, you know, defending our freedoms here that enable us to have a great cookout or a great weekend or a great all the freedoms that we have here in our wonderful land we call America. So that's it. That's my thoughts for this morning. I hope you guys, again, had a great weekend. And listening, have a great day. God bless. We'll talk to you tomorrow.